Get ready for some epic trading ahead. This is DLT Capital Markets Forex Trading. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And welcome back to the channel. This is your host, Trader DLT, on DLT Capital Markets Forex Trading here on YouTube. Today I want to react to this video from YouTuber Daniel Inskeep. Now Daniel has a fantastic YouTube channel with 153,000 subscribers. I take my hat off to him for massive success on YouTube. He's gonna try Forex for a week and see how he does. Let's start the video.
What the deal is with Forex and if it's a reasonable way for the average person to make money online.
Okay, so is it a reasonable way for the average person to make money online? That's the premise of his of the video and what he wants to investigate. So I can already tell you from the get-go that the answer is no. This is not for the average person. As a matter of fact, the average person who gets into Forex trading will lose. So they say that we have the 90-90-90 rule. 90% of traders will lose 90% of their money in their first 90 days in the industry. So for sure, it's not for the average person. If you're that person who's willing to dig deep and learn all you can and spend years at it, you can make it in Forex trading. But it's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in 6 months, and probably not even a year. So let's see what happened to Daniel.
In their bios. It seems the main way people make money with Forex is by selling courses or indicators or signals to other people and not by actually trading it. So I'm going to try to find out if it's legitimate or not by spending the week researching, studying, opening up a brokerage account, and then finally making some trades. So time to go learn.
Okay, he might have a good point there, and it's a warning to all of us that yes, there are a lot of people online who want to sell you all kinds of services as a new trader, and it ranges from trading education to signals. I mean, signals means like they'll tell you what to trade and you just take the trade. A software, they want to sell you software. They want to sell you books, apps. You name it, they have it ready to sell you, to help you to help themselves on their Forex journey. They say it's to help you, but it's really to help them, for them to help themselves.
Okay, so I spent the last few days learning as much as I can about Forex, and while I still find it pretty confusing, here are the basics. If you have no idea what Forex is, it's basically the foreign currency exchange. Currencies trade against each other in pairs like the euro and the US dollar. You'll see them together on a chart or a trade and it'll say something like EUR/USD. In this instance, EUR, or the euro, is the base currency. Then the USD, or US dollar, is the counter currency known as the quote currency. So here what will be shown on the chart is the euro. So if you think the US economy will weaken, which would be bad for the US dollar, you might buy an order of EUR/USD. The markets run 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, in major financial hubs across the globe in different time zones. Pretty much when the trading day here in the US ends, the markets open in Tokyo and Hong Kong. So I found a site called Babypips, which is a huge free online course covering the basics of Forex. And while I've only completed 39 of the 351 lessons on there, the way my personality is, I'm just champing at the bit to dive in and learn by doing. But if you...
So that's a good tip. The Babypips website is a good source to learn the basics of trading. I tried it at first. I didn't do the whole class, the whole course either. I chose to go through other sources, but babypips.com is a great place to start. Now Daniel talks about he wants to learn by doing. No, I would caution against learning by doing in Forex. I mean, that may work in other kinds of situations where maybe, well, I can't think of any, but learning by doing is not going to work in Forex trading because your money is at risk, and you should not risk any money until you already kind of have an idea of what you're doing. If you put your money up to learn by doing, you're just going to give it away. All right, let's see what Dan keeps saying.
Really do want to learn about Forex, I recommend checking out this free course on Babypips. They're not a sponsor. It's 100% free, and it's a really great resource. I also created a demo account with the platform that it seems most Forex traders use, and that's MetaTrader 4. Most people recommend trading with the demo account for about a month to get the hang of Forex before you use real money, but I don't have time for that. After my first hugely successful trade on my demo account, I figured I was a natural Forex guru and it was time to start using real money. When it comes to brokers, some are sketchy and some are legitimate, and there's still some nuances between them that I don't fully understand. So just do your research first before you deposit real money. I decided to open an account with Forex.com and I deposited $1,000 with my debit card and it funded the account instantly. So now I'm good to go.
So yeah, there's only a few United States regulated brokers here in the U.S. Overseas, there's many others that are regulated in various places around the world. But if you're a U.S. trader, you don't have much to choose from, and that may or may not be a good thing, but it is what it is. You have Forex.com, and you have Oanda, and there may be some other ones, but those are the two major ones. If you're a trader in the U.S., I would caution you against opening a brokerage account with an offshore broker, and there's various reasons for that, but which I don't want to go into now. But yeah, for now, don't do that. And then we saw how Dan said he opened a demo account and tried it out for a little bit, and then he wants to dive right into the live market with real money. Another thing, that's not what you want to do. You want to trade on demo as long as possible, up to a year even, to get an idea of what's going on and how currency prices move, and get a little strategy going. Let's see what Dan's strategy is.
So with Forex, you always want to manage your risk. When you place a trade, either buying or selling, you want to make sure that you set a stop loss. If the trade moves against you, the stop loss will trigger the position to close so you don't lose more money than you're willing to risk. And conversely, you want to make sure to set a take profit level so when the trade moves in your favor, it'll also close the position and capture the profit.
So yes, risk management is actually king. And perhaps Dan already had some previous trading experience that he could draw upon to to manage his risk in trading, but you always want to trade with a small amounts, typically 1% of whatever is in your brokerage account or less, 0.5% maybe. My typical risk per trade is 0.5%. That way, if 10 trades go against me, I've only lost 5% of my account. I still have 95% of my money left. Let's continue on with the video.
Just like stock option trading, you want to have a favorable risk to reward ratio. So to simplify things, you might set your stop loss so if the trade moves against you, at most you would lose $1. And then you might set your take profit level to $3 of profit, which would give you a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And that way you've managed your risk and will hopefully keep your account from blowing up. One other aspect to trading is charting. In order to better predict price movements, you can use technical analysis to look for patterns and then plot support and resistance levels. There is no magic indicator or anything like that, but when you have multiple indicators all pointing to the same thing, that can help you be more confident when making a trade.
Well, that's got some points there, but he's only glossing over it. There's lots more to learn, lots more to know, lots more to consider, and well, let's go on. Let's see what he continues.
I opened up a free trial on TradingView, which is the charting platform that just about every trader uses. So I'll use TradingView to pull up charts of the currency pairs, and then I'll use MetaTrader 4 with Forex.com to execute the trade. If that all sounds confusing, it's because it is. Okay, so now I'm going to try to make some trades with real money.
Here he is, his first trade. Stop loss and take profit levels. No good. Trade number 2. No good. Trade number 3. No good.
All right, I guess I'm not the Forex guru I thought I might be. After 3 losing trades, I feel a little directionless with my strategy, and I feel like I'm just forcing trades for the sake of it. I can see why this niche is so prone to gurus selling courses and signals and things like that, because it is rather difficult to get started and feel confident in what you're doing with Forex. Even with a little background with trading the stock market, I feel pretty confused when I'm trying to trade Forex. Now I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos and see if I can get a little bit more guidance.
So, with no strategy, minimal risk management, he lost his first 3 trades. Not bad. A very little money. That's good. Now he wants to learn. Now he wants to do some studying. Good idea.
Decided to join the VIP group of a Forex YouTuber. The group is $40 a month and has a few training videos and also puts out signals via the app Telegram. I watched those videos and they broke down some simple strategies to look for potential trade setups. Basically, you start by looking at currency pairs in the 4-hour time frame. This means each candlestick represents 4 hours. This gives you the big picture of the overall price movement. Once you identify if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend or just moving sideways, then you can plot support and resistance lines, and then you can move into shorter time frames like the 1 hour or 15-minute and look for an entry. So I went through a lot of these currency pairs practicing my charting to get a solid grasp on the concepts. And I have to admit, I do feel more comfortable trading Forex, but it really all comes down to if I can do this profitably. I'm not sure when or how often I'll get signals from that Forex VIP group, so I did join a few other free ones, and I will just try out these signals and see how they go. I may even
Yeah, signal services are everywhere. They're pretty expensive, and everything having to do with Forex is expensive. if you're going to buy stuff. It's expensive education. It's expensive signals, expensive mentorships, expensive software. But there is a lot of information that's available for free on the internet. Books available for free galore. Strategies available for free galore. Risk management materials are free. There's so much free information available, and all it costs you is a little effort and time to go find it.
For some setups myself and then try out some trades of my own. All right, so I'm currently trading stock options in my main brokerage account, my retirement account, my Robinhood account for my 100K challenge video, and I'm trying to get a dropshipping experiment off the ground. So needless to say, I'm spread pretty thin. So last night I decided to get some more Forex signals coming in since the groups I'm currently in have not put out any signals while I've been awake. So I found a seller on Fiverr offering Forex signals. So I bought those for around $35. This morning I opened Telegram where these signal groups are, and I noticed one from the Fiverr seller. And it wasn't a normal signal, it was more of a broad suggestion on a couple of currency pairs. So I pull up the chart for USD JPY, and it was looking pretty bullish, so I decided to enter a buy trade. I set my take profit and my stop loss, and then it actually started going up. As I watched the price go up, I would occasionally adjust my stop loss and increase it so that it would close my position out at higher and higher price points. Once the price increased enough, I raised my stop loss above my entry point, which was where I bought the pair. This way, it's pretty much guaranteeing me that I don't lose money on this trade. But I ended up closing out that trade for a profit of $12.68. All right, finally getting on the right track here. With my newfound confidence, I decided to enter a couple of trades on my own. I clicked through the charts of the different currency pairs looking for strong direction. I ended up buying GBP JPY and soon after closed out for a profit of $1.15. I then bought Euro NZD and watched the price move around for a little bit before finally going up. I closed this trade out for a profit of $1.97. Okay, so my account is now at $1,009.69, but I know you didn't click on this video just to watch me struggle my way to just earn 1% on my money, so now it's time to go big.
Guys, see, I just made $6,000 from my computer in under 2 hours.
So the way to make more money with Forex, or maybe lose more money, is by increasing your lot size. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna wait for a signal from one of my groups, or just look for a really strong setup on the charts.
Okay, so you mentioned that he made 1%. Actually, 1% in a matter of what, a few days? That's actually amazing. If you 1% doesn't sound like a lot in a $1,000 account. It's like $10, but percentage-wise, 1% in a few days is excellent. If you make 1% a week in a year, you won't double your account, but you have 1.5 times what you started with, only 1% a week. He already said he made 1%. I think probably inside of a week, so that's not too bad. If you can keep that up over the course of a year, you'll have 1.5 times what you started with at the end of the year, and that's fantastic, actually.
Okay, so I still like the chart for JBP JPY, so I entered a buy order. Unfortunately, my stop loss was set a little too tight, so when the trade started to go against me, it ended up closing my position for an $8.74 loss. I immediately re-entered the position and then entered my stop loss a little farther down to give it a little bit more breathing room. Unfortunately, I got stopped out of the trade again for a loss of $16.23.
1.5%.
Clearly, I need more practice. Meanwhile, I also signed up for a free trial of something called Agora Algo, which is supposed to help you find potential trades by analyzing price action and then marking the charts with buy and sell signals. I also joined their Discord group, and I ended up getting a signal for AUD USD, so I entered the trade.
I
Unfortunately,
caution
I wasn't
against
really paying attention,
that.
and the market ended up closing for the weekend, so I was stuck in the trade. On Monday, I ended up closing out of this trade for a loss of $9.50. Then I finally
Another
caught a
1%.
trade from that YouTuber's VIP group that I joined. I bought USD JPY, first buying a micro lot, but since I wanted to up the stakes, I bought the same trade, but this time with a mini lot since I wanted to risk a little bit more money. I actually made a profit of $11.30 off this trade, which was pretty good. So what I found is a lot of these groups I've joined don't post a lot of signals, at least compared to the stock option groups I've been in. I think in the case of Forex, the markets are just super efficient, which that basically means that the markets reflect all the available information out there. And this makes it hard for retail traders like myself to actually make any sort of profit. So the prevailing strategy seems to be patient and wait for the right setup and have a lot of confidence in the trade and then execute it with a good risk to reward ratio. And while waiting for the right opportunity, now is actually the perfect opportunity to hit the like button on this video because it'll make me feel like a winner. So the problem is when you're first starting out, it's hard to identify the right opportunities to trade. And this is why so many people rely on signal services. The problem here is then you never learn how to properly analyze a potential trade, and instead you're relying on these signals, and it just makes it hard to progress as a trader and be successful long term. So over the past 2 weeks, I've tried to enter as many trades as I could when alerted and tried to find opportunities myself.
Traded for 2 weeks.
Here's how that went. My biggest profit was from the Fiverr group I joined, and it was selling odd CHF, and on that trade I made $42.95. The biggest losing trade I took was from the YouTuber's VIP group, and on that trade I lost $65.90.
Oh, man.
Ouch. So now let's break down the trades and how much I made based on the source. For the Fiverr group I joined, I made $53.10 off those trades. The group cost $35 to join, so I'm left with about $18 in profit. Next, there's Agora Algo, and I joined this on a free trial, so it didn't cost me anything, which is good because I ended up losing $19.79. Then on the YouTuber's VIP group, which cost $40, I lost $82.91 in trades. According to him, the second signal that I traded on was his first losing trade in over 20 different trades, but I can't really verify that. He also said December is one of the toughest months to trade Forex, which I can't really verify, but it does seem to hold true. Then for the trades that I took on my own, I ended up losing $31.18. So in total, I lost about $80 in this experiment, with an additional $75 in those signal services. But just like any other type of trading, you shouldn't really expect to be profitable your first 2 weeks of trading. There are some aspects of Forex that I liked. It's heavy on technicals. You can set your take profit and stop loss, and you don't have to.
You can't afford to be. You can't expect to be profitable in your first 2 weeks. You may not even be profitable in your first 2 years. Okay, because we're trading against professionals, people. We're trading against all the professionals of all the major banks in the world. Do you think you're going to take their money? Even after a year of training? Even after 2 years of training? You think they're going to let you take their money? I don't think so. It takes a lot more than that.
Obsessively watch it like you might with stock options. When you make a profitable trade, it feels like easy money, but just as easily the next trade can go against you, and then you feel like you have no idea what you're doing. So here's the thing. I don't think Forex is good for the average person to get into.
That's
for
right.
one, it's pretty hard to learn. At least I had a hard time trying to understand all the intricacies involved. And two, whenever you have a niche that consists mainly of people trying to sell you training or signals, or just trying to present a flashy lifestyle, that should be a warning sign. Theoretically, if you have a winning system, you should just be able to scale that up with the size of your entries and simply make more money. And that's not to say no one makes money trading Forex. I think it's possible. It's just really difficult to do long term. In this YouTube.
So about 5% of the traders in all the world are the ones who are profitable. Only 5%. 95% of all the traders in all the world lose. All right, that's it. Point blank. Only 5% is going to win.
VIP group I joined, it's $40 a month, and there are over 2,000 people in this group. So he's making over $80,000 a month without having to make a single trade. Of course, you can assume that if his signals aren't good, people will leave the group, but as long as you can keep attracting new customers, you can make a lot of money. Over the last 2 weeks, I took 31 trades, and so it's a small sample size and by no means definitive, but the main takeaway from this video should be, if you're interested in Forex, please keep your money in your pocket. Just like any other type of trading, open a demo account, trade with fake money
for a long
until
time.
you feel comfortable in your strategies.
For a long time.
Scour the internet for free educational resources.
That's right.
And don't fall for any of these get-rich-quick Forex scams.
That's right.
So for me, Forex seems like it's a far easier way to lose your entire investment than it is to make significant returns.
It's not
I'd
easy.
rather invest in a company than trade currencies based on exchange rates. If you do want me to keep trading crypto, I can, and I can give you an update in a month or two. Just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll move on to something like trading crypto or futures. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
So that's Daniel Inskeep, who tried Forex trading for 2 weeks. And I'm very glad he did this video. Thanks a lot, Dan. I don't know how serious he was taking it. I don't know if he really thought it was going to be easy. I don't know if with this video he's trying to be funny. I really don't understand what his thoughts were. But it seems like he was very successful in other businesses. In his YouTube video, he was doing drop shipping. He has some other investments, Robinhood. Maybe he's doing well in those other investments, and he thought Forex would be just as easy. And obviously it was not. So thanks, Daniel. Great video. Everybody listening, please go to his channel and subscribe like I just did, and give him a like just like I just did, and leave a comment, and same with me. I appreciate your likes, your comments, and I appreciate you subscribe to my channel. So this has been your host, Trader DLT, with Capital Markets Forex Trading. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy trading, and see you in the next video.